All right, boys, we're back with another banger. Fight League Atlantic for the 14th episode. If you guys aren't aware, these guys are on the upcoming for the Maritimes, doing wonders right now. UFC Fight Pass, MMA. Derek, we got with us Jiu-Jitsu black belt. We're going to get into this podcast, answer a lot of questions you guys are probably wondering at home, how he started, where the journey has taken him, connections, community. Let's get into it. So,
where's your voice, Ryan?
It's gone. I was fighting with my brother. Yeah, a little screaming match. Derek, how's it going today?
Great, man. Thanks very much for having me on, boys.
Thanks
Appreciate it. And yeah, man, I haven't been down to this area in a little bit, and it's nice to come out to the back here and check out the property. Yeah, it's nice. Man. You got a great spot here, and yeah, I'm excited to be on.
Awesome, man. You're from Pictou, eh?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
So how's it up there? Is it kind of like this, little country?
Yeah, it's super country. It's Pictou's. It's a very blue collar place in the northern part of the province. Super blue collar, obviously. And back when I grew up, it was a lot of industry, Michelin and Trenton Works and power plants, and there was a lot of fights and a ton of fights actually growing up in our little community. It's kind of settled down a little bit, but very similar to here, man.
Yeah, for sure. Now, would you say all that fighting and everything kind of pushed you in that direction?
I don't know, man. I would say getting the crap beat out of me by my brothers and just being competitive my whole life. Like, I was a pretty active kid, much like you guys. I played a lot of sports growing up, and kind of just when I got into like my 20s, I kind of stopped playing hockey, and I was like, okay, what am I going to do now? And then found jiu-jitsu and I learned real quickly when I was doing kickboxing and Muay Thai and stuff like that I didn't like getting punched in the face.
That's right. Yeah.
So I kind of stuck to jiu-jitsu and I've been doing it ever since and absolutely love it, man. So
That's wicked. Now, is that mic on?
What? Yeah.
Are you sure there's no light on it?
Oh, it's upside down.
Okay, we're good. Just flipper.
mic is on.
Mic's on. All right, good. Yeah. No, that's wicked, man. So tell us a little bit about how you kind of started the Fight League Atlantic. I know it's you and a buddy of yours, right?
Yeah, business partner John Foster. Yeah,
Gotcha.
Yeah, he's down the valley. He's a great business partner. He's a great guy. He owns Moto Fitness down in Wolfville there. I don't know if you're in that area. And Abaya MMA, which is another MMA club down in Wolfville there too. So, and by the way, boys, I didn't mention, but thanks very much for having us on and giving us a platform.
Course.
Your followers. These guys are doing phenomenal things for the Nova Scotia young upcoming guys, and just kind of giving a platform to people in Nova Scotia to kind of follow their dreams. So keep it up, boys.
I appreciate it.
But yeah, so Fight League Atlantic, John and I started it. There was a niche in the market here. Like I said, before we went live, we were talking about doing jiu-jitsu events. John did a lot of grappling tournaments, and I did a lot of like super fight shows. And then we realized that, like I said, no one really cares. So it was a very niche market. Like I always kind of said back in the day, it's like you go to like BMX versus motocross.
Yeah.
People want action. They want loud. They want crashes. That's what they want. So we got into MMA.
They want to be engaged for
they
3
do,
seconds.
Man. They do. Exactly. And that's like the hook, or like that's like a jiu-jitsu. People don't understand what that's two guys cuddling on the ground for the most part from a person who doesn't want it. But the fighting, you know what it is. They're trying to punch one another in the face. So it's super easy to understand. And it's been awesome. It's been a hell of a ride. I can tell you that.
No, it's amazing. Now, I will say, though, there are people that kind of do figure out the content outside of it and figure out a way around, like for jiu-jitsu, like you're saying, on the ground and everything. Yeah. Like, they do find a way to kind of spark that interest first 3-5 seconds, because there's such a small attention span these days.
Oh.
People MMA, I mean, they're still grappling sometimes, shit like that, right?
Yeah.
They're doing all of it. I mean... It's just that people get punched in the face too.
That's the thing. It's like MMA is mixed martial arts. It's the thing about mixed martial arts, especially in mixed martial arts. 6 of the 8 sports that are in mixed martial arts are all Olympic sports. So it's a very respected kind of sport that is not respected by the masses if you really think about it. It's not like soccer or hockey. Right. It's well known, but it's still just getting to that point of the rest of them. But man, that's why people want to see people getting punched in the face. And again, if they tune in and two guys are grappling, you hear it and see it all the time. People are like, stand them up or whatever, right? As a grappler, I love grappling. I think it's super exciting, but I also understand, like, man, you want to sell tickets. People want to see action, right?
Yeah,
so it is what it is.
And I mean, it's like, it's for example, nobody wants to watch a video of someone knitting, you know? That's fucking boring.
No.
Yeah.
Or eating cereal.
Unless you're really into knitting.
Yeah, I guess so.
So-
Right? Exactly. That's a good damn point.
Well, but that's the thing. Like, this episode's sponsored by Knitting Canada or whatever.
That's right.
But like for those people, they love it. But you know, for us and like you guys, you're trying to grow and branch out.
Exactly.
And we want the people who love knitting to love fighting.
Yeah.
Oh,
guess.
fuck.
And I think you were saying before we started recording, like you guys aren't obsessed with the whole content part of it and kind of like the attention span. I mean, you guys are concentrated on building the brand and the sport, right?
Yeah.
Which
You
is
know,
so important.
It's
man.
it's crucial, right? Like a lot of people, they get so brainwashed with the content and just trying to get clicks, and keep people's attention, when really they should be growing their brand as a whole and their audience.
100%. If you grow your brand as a whole and you have an
That's what I
audience,
was
then
gonna
they're going to
say,
keep clicking, right?
It's like you build such a good base. Like you guys are killing it. Like we were surprised honestly that you guys wanted to come on. And like
man, yeah.
we were pumped.
Yeah.
We were pumped about this one. And but it's you guys have such a good fucking base going. You know what I mean? Like you guys got it going. The content comes with it. You know
Of course, yeah.
So it's just good.
We're very blessed here, man, because we have an incredible group of coaches and athletes and people who've really, like, you know, you got guys like TJ Grant and Gavin Tucker and Christian Savoy and Matt McGrath and the Chris Kalidas, the guys who fought in the UFC and led by example, and now they're all running clubs, and now we have this really amazing scene out here. And without opportunities for these guys and girls, they don't get to build, they don't get to the UFC, and we don't have a business. So it's a really important thing. Like, you have those clicks, it's super important, but I mean, you have to treat the fighters right. You have to have the right fights. You have to have the right content. You have to have the commission. Like, all our business is government regulated too. So it's not just like, hey, I want to put this fight on. It's like, no, like it has to be approved, and they all have like
There's a process.
amazing. So there's so much more to work and worry about on our end that it's like, man, if you don't like the clip, we're just gonna put another one out, I guess. Right?
Yeah, that's right. That's a good mindset
But
to
you know,
have.
well, you just keep going, man. You just, it's like you guys know, you keep growing. Like, you look at our Instagram page we were talking about last week, and I think it's on our Instagram page. It's almost like 4,000 posts.
Yeah,
So if you put that into years,
that's right.
like it's like a long time, almost
Big time.
posting
That's
every day.
like posting like 3 times a day. Well,
Right.
no, more, way more,
Yeah.
way more.
Kill them with kindness, man.
Yeah.
You just keep putting
That's
it out
wicked.
there.
Yeah.
That's right.
You know,
Somebody
put it in
will
their
like
face. They will eventually.
Yeah.
man.
Exactly.
They will.
Big time.
Yeah, they're gonna get tired of it, or you're gonna get tired
That's
of it.
right.
Yeah,
One of the
exactly.
two, right?
No,
So-
that's what you want. You want to keep putting it in front of their face.
Yep.
But I think more than anything, when you post clips consistently, you're getting yourself exposure. And exposure can give you opportunity. And opportunity used wisely can get yourself in the right position to, be successful.
Question, man. Well, you guys were talking about before, like, you know, about what you guys do outside of here, and you were telling me last year how you went to all these door to door. It's, man, there's not, that is exposure.
Yeah.
big
Like
time.
like you said, people are sitting on the couch and they might be sending a text, they might be sending an email that goes to spam, whatever. You're going and saying, hey, my name is Ryan. I'm here and I want your business.
That's right.
You know, and you're
That's right.
smiling and
People
you're like
respect
local.
that, too.
They do, man.
Yeah.
They do, because especially you're a young kid, you're a young guy going out there to friggin' do best for himself. And man, what's more motivating than seeing something like that?
Exactly.
So
100%.
yeah, all the opportunities, man. Grab them.
Yeah,
for
and
sure.
I think this year I kind of want to record some of my experiences doing the door-to-door because I want to inspire
You
people.
see that shit on TikTok sometimes, or
Yeah.
like Instagram Reels. I'm not really a big TikTok guy, but when I'm on Instagram, people going door to door and sharing their tactics and shit like that. It's like it's
It's
whole own
inspiring.
thing, man.
That's how I started, actually. I was on TikTok scrolling, and I saw someone selling window cleaning at the door, and I was like, I could do that. And then anyway,
Look at
I
you
went
go.
the same day. I went.
Truck
got a-
outside says wash.
That's right. But I got a mop and squeegee, and I literally went out door knocking, and I didn't stop until I got 3 sales.
Good for you, man.
Yeah, I just
That's
kept
incredible.
Going and going and going.
Love
I
it.
bought a pressure washer. It was completely risk. Like, I took all the risks. Like, my parents, God love them, but they didn't really believe in it at first.
Yeah, sure. Yeah,
Right?
I understand.
Why would they, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, I bought a pressure washer. They were like, I don't know if this is a good idea. Bought a pressure washer for like $600-700, and I just kept knocking and knocking and knocking. Made a Facebook page, made business cards, and just kept going with it, man.
Yeah, and man, now look at you, right? Like,
It's-
you got a truck, and
Anybody can do anything as long as they're consistent with
Oh,
it.
100%.
That's the
just-
thing,
It doesn't matter what the fuck it is.
No. No.
But you also got to learn from your mistakes. Like, if you're constantly learning from, okay, like, I didn't get this sale or I didn't get all these views, then what'd you do wrong? And then you kind of keep growing because you keep realizing the mistakes you made.
Fucking up is growing.
Yeah, it really is. It's growth. Look at fighters, man. Like, you know, like we deal with, like, I do a lot of the matchmaking myself, and you see a lot of, I put some fights together, and you're seeing guys get, like, you know, like knocked out pretty severely, right? Like it's like, oh man, and they're texting you Sunday being like, I want to fight again. Like, like they understand, like they want to make improvements. They're like, there's no quit in these men. Like that's the difference, and that's what I love about the fight game is that there's no, like, and a lot of the amateurs, they're not getting paid. They're doing this for love of sport, trying to be a pro. And it's incredible. So it just goes back to it's that the everything in life resonates to not quitting. Period. Like we in Canada, like we're kind of. I hate to say it right now, but we're kind of like we're a group of pussies.
Yeah, we are. We are, man.
Like, so we need to really kind of bark up and kind of throw some bite back to the world. And you know, I even saw it in the Olympics a little bit. Like, there was a lot of complaining, like, well, this didn't go my way. This didn't.
Just fucking do it.
Man, like, you know, life's not fair.
Come back next 4 years.
100%.
Well, it's like when Canada lost against U.S., right? People are complaining, and the U.S. team and this and that. It's like, Canada's our sport, right? But like,
Canada's our sport?
That's right.
Hockey, yeah.
Hockey's our sport. That's a clip right there. Hockey's our sport, but yes, like, we're allowed to lose. Like, people lose. Yeah. Like, get over it.
and lose graciously, man. Like, it's life. You know, and I thought, you know, like, anyway, going back to that whole, like, the Olympic thing, it was a little bit crazy, but man, like, represent your country well, so anyway, like, I think people just need to be a little bit tougher, and man, things don't go your way, get back on the horse the next day, wake up, get back at her, right? So,
100%. So I want to talk a little bit more about your MMA experience or your jiu-jitsu. Like, were you planning on, like, fuck, man, like, I want to go to the UFC? Like, is that end goal for you?
No, man. So I got into the sport actually late. So I got into the sport when I was 26, 27.
You were saying 26.
Yeah, so I started a little kickboxing when I lived in Toronto. And that's kind of, like, I did, you know, probably like a year and a half of it. And then I moved home, and then I just fell absolutely in love with jiu-jitsu.
Right.
There's something about, like, again, like, I'm not getting elbowed in the face or punched in the face.
Not that sounds great to me.
It's, you know, it is fun. Like, a good spar is super fun. But you look at some of these fighters, man, they're sparring, like, hard a couple times a week. Like, they're eating super healthy. They're going to the gym 3 times a day, physical therapy. Like, it's a lifestyle, man. And definitely. For me, I like food a lot, and I like also, you know, like, I'm not scared to admit it. Like, I wouldn't be a fighter. Like, I'm not a fighter in any way, shape. I'm not built that way. I commend all these athletes and what they do, but I'm good at what I do, and they're good at what they do. And so 100%. My job's kind of running the event and putting the event on. Yeah. I do martial arts, and you know, I've you know, been training for 20 years almost, and
still train, eh?
Yeah, still have a kids club in Pictou, Little Lobster Jiu-Jitsu. 25 kids there, age
Little
5
Lobster
to 12.
Jiu-Jitsu? That's a sick fucking name.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. So it's a little club in the rink in Pictou, and just a good group of kids. And that's for me what's about giving back to the sport. And I trained for this, man, for this. Like, I, you know, run a business, as you guys know, or just life in general can get stressed. So I get on the mats and just, whether I kick the shit out of someone or I get the shit kicked out of myself.
That's how you let go.
I let go, man. Yeah, that's good. So it's incredible. So no, I would never be in the UFC.
Fair enough.
Probably wouldn't even make it to FLA, to be honest.
Yeah, you know.
It's kind of like me with my basketball career. Like, I was a great bench warmer.
Yeah, exactly.
Man, that bench.
See, I would have went pro, but I fucking sucked.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
That kind of gets in the way a little bit.
Hurts. It makes it harder for sure. Yeah. But it's so important. Like, I remember. Like, I was pretty good at rugby as a kid, and I always wanted to go pretty far in rugby. But I remember not having an outlet here in Nova Scotia to be able to do anything like that. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So for me, what's super cool about what you guys do is you're giving an outlet to these fighters to go and follow their fucking dreams. Like, I mean, it's like, oh man, I grew up in fucking Churro. How the fuck am I gonna ever get on the UFC?
Of course,
you know what I mean? Yeah. But you guys have an outlet for that.
100%, and that was a big niche in a empty space in the market here. That, you know, you have the Mooseheads, you have the Thunderbirds, you have the Wanderers. Fight League Atlantic should be in that conversation.
what's
Like
next?
we're
It
on a
should be.
UFC platform now, and shame on you, CBC or any of those media outlets who don't cover what we're doing, because you should be. They're local athletes. They're doing real good work, and they're going to be going to the pros here very soon. So again, it's an outlet, man. It's like, that's a great way to put it, because a lot of these kids now, like, I have kind of a chip on my shoulder about being Nova Scotia, man. Like we see it a lot in the fight game. Like I've even had conversation with promoters who like advertise, you know, we're the biggest fights in the East, and it's like you're in Montreal, and it's like, hold on here, like, you know what I mean? So like we've always got looked over on the East Coast, and that's, you know, for myself and John as business partners, we're always about like, man, we want to put this place on the map a little bit and
100%.
give our athletes an ability to put Nova Scotia on the map, like TJ Grant and Gavin did. So
and it's frustrating, isn't it? Because see, it's like I feel like living in such a small town is an opportunity, but it's also a curse at the same time.
Yeah, but I have to disagree. I mean, because you're doing it. You know
oh
what
yeah,
I mean?
man, you can do whatever you want. You can do, and like that's the thing. But you know, like media's changed drastically now too. Like there's no small newspapers.
No.
There's not like, and you're fighting too. So it's like it's a thing that's kind of like you're on the outs. Like they're gonna cover something that aligns with their media and their, as opposed to a random fight event, right?
That's
so
right.
I get it, but it's like you got kids like Abdelaziz, who's 10-0. You know, on our yeah, he's 10-0. He's probably going to be in the UFC later this year. Christian Salwa, he fought in the Contender Series last year. Like these are guys that should be getting some more coverage. You know, so but anyway, it's you know, it's you keep pushing, the coverage will be there. But maybe
100%.
sometimes you look at the UFC, man. Maybe you don't exactly want the coverage sometimes. So.
Yeah, that's for sure. I mean, you kind of, and then you kind of look at it. We're trying to do kind of the same thing, and so we have like a really broad spectrum of what we bring on here into the podcast and what we promote and stuff like that, and really just anything that deserves recognition in Nova Scotia is something that we want to promote, as long as they're good people and we mess with it.
Yeah.
So it's like, again, it's just this little space where we're at has so much potential and so much talent, and it's unbelievable. And so that's kind of the whole name, Nova Scotia Talents. We just kind of wanted to broadcast all the people and the shit that's here. So when you guys reached out and we realized exactly, like, we did our research and figured out exactly what you guys do and what the goal is, it was like a no-brainer for us, obviously.
Yeah, man, it's motivating. Like when Gavin reached out to me about it and the podcast, it's super motivating to me to see you guys do this, because not so long ago, like we were doing jiu-jitsu events, but in 2019 we started our podcast, or 2020 we had our first event, and then the pandemic came. Talk about quitting. Like we had our first event with 1,500 people, and then the next week the pandemic shut everything down. I lost my job as a career for 20 years in travel.
Yeah.
So it was like I lost everything.
Right.
And then it's like, okay, well, I guess I don't have a choice. You get back up in your horse. So it's what you guys are doing is great, and we need more of this to support each other locally. Instead of supporting someone in Ontario or New York, support local people,
100%.
man.
Maritimes, baby.
100%.
And in this economy right now, like, we have to support each other. Have to support local.
Yeah, and that's the thing. You can come to our event, and our event's the cheapest ticket's $60, but it's a world class event. Like who's gonna go to the UFC? Like you can, like, to the UFC now, it's okay. Say you're going to Winnipeg, say you're going to Toronto, Montreal. Like you're talking a very expensive trip. So to have a local platform that's working with the UFC, it's on a UFC platform with stars like we have,
Watching
for
guys that are
$60.
probably going to be in,
I
going to
think
be
it's
in the UFC.
definitely
it's
are.
like,
I think it's way more exciting to watch an event for someone that's on the upcoming, about to go pro, than seeing them pro.
when they're
You know what I mean?
on these big, you're like,
I
fucking
do.
watch that guy in Nova Scotia.
For
Oh,
example,
man.
like I went to one of the Mooseheads games before McKinnon went to the NHL.
Yeah, that's like a
Man,
cool thing.
that
Very
is
much,
a key memory to me. Just like seeing him score 5 goals in a game. You won't see that in the NHL.
No,
It's pretty rare, man.
It is, and that's it, man. Like you see, like that's, people say it all the time about our events, because we do pro-am events.
Yeah.
So you can have like athletes who like start their amateur career. Like Abdel is one of them. Cam Nelson is another. Like these are stars who've came up. They fought their first amateur fight with us, and now there's one. Cam's 6-1 and Abdel's 10-0, and they're both going to be fighting in June in our biggest card, FLA 25.
Yeah.
Both fighting for a title. So most
Tune in.
likely. So those are two big stars that started their career with us and came up. So that memory of I remember him then and now, and then it'll be in the UFC. It's
crazy.
grassroots.
Yeah.
You were a huge
It's
part of
crazy.
that, too.
Well, man, I don't know. Like I don't. our team, we're a team thing.
You guys,
everybody,
as Fight League,
yeah, man, like it's a whole thing for like the fighters. Like we can, man, you can put like I can sit at home and make fights and book hotels and flights and do podcast or whatever we do. If the fighter doesn't show up and put it on, and have a good fight and show up, and they look so phenomenal, professional. Like some of them come in with no fights and they walk down there like they're king of the world.
Oh yeah,
and it's impressive.
What an adrenaline rush!
Oh man, crazy.
Oh, all right, guys.
What's up, y'all? We got a huge giveaway going on. We're giving away 2 free admission tickets to the event coming up, Fight League 24. Let's get it, as well as a merch pack. All right, y'all, but seriously, we got a huge giveaway coming on. This is the biggest one we've ever had. We're giving away 2 free admission tickets to Fight League Atlantic number 24. It's gonna be lit. It's gonna be crazy.
Fucking good, man.
I got them good.
All right, guys, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you enter the giveaway.
Follow us on Instagram. Follow Fight League Atlantic on Instagram.
There you go, yeah.
And comment down below for a chance to win. Peace.
So he's like some of these guys are just getting so good. Like definitely deserve the shot. Like you're gonna see Abdel in the UFC this year, no question
right.
about it. Yeah,
That's insane.
The Mummy.
Yeah, but imagine if there was no Fight League Atlantic. Imagine how much harder of a path that would be.
It would be in that 100%. It really would be. It's I kind of take it for granted myself into what it's become now. It's because it's like it's just kind of snowball effect. It just kind of keeps running now.
Huge.
Well, you guys built such a base now that's becoming easier and easier for you guys, eh?
It is, yeah, it is. It's like, it's
in ways.
It's kind of it's interesting because the business has changed a little bit. It went from like early days, now you had a lot of amateur fights, to now you're on the UFC, and like with the UFC, you have a certain amount, like you were talking earlier about other betting and those things. There's with sponsors, there's obligations you have to fill. You have to fulfill these obligations when you're working with certain people like the UFC. 100%. So it changes our business a little bit to be like, okay, well, if you're maybe like 0-3 or 0-4, and you're not taking a fight, you're probably not going to get a fight. Because now we're at this point at the UFC, like we have our pros we're trying to push to the UFC, and now I'm looking for amateurs who I can bring into pro and go to the UFC. So it's like we're really looking for talent who really are easy to work with, super exciting, and finish fights early.
Yeah, man.
Right. So
that's
what people want to see.
Yeah.
Finish the fight in the first 3 seconds.
That's right, the first 3 seconds.
Me and
you
Ryan
want to
fight.
see it.
That's what's gonna happen.
Start with a Superman punch.
There you go.
I didn't say who was not gonna do it. It might be him against me. No,
At Picto, me and Riley in the cage.
That's another thing I find about Nova Scotia is the people here are so kind as well too, and they're really motivated. I mean, for example, speak about kindness and just Fight League Atlantic as a thing. I mean, you came here to be on this podcast, which is not a big podcast by any means, and we're on the up and coming, but everybody is, and to give us even an opportunity to have you guys on here is huge for us. So it's like it's not just business. Sometimes it's more than that.
It has to be.
And that's what's great about the Maritimes in general, I think.
Yeah, it has to be, man. It has to be. Like I was you guys at one point, and
that's right.
And a lot of people didn't give us that platform. So it's important for John and I, to anybody who wants to reach out and work with us, that we give it right back to them and be like, man, whatever we can give you guys to succeed, that any small part of what we have, that if it is useful to you, we want to be involved in it, man.
And I'm
because
sure you know how much that helps.
Oh man, and we appreciate you guys.
That's
You guys have a couple thousand followers that maybe don't follow our brand.
That's right.
And vice versa. So it's that's the way it goes, man. Networking, growth, helping one another, and staying within the lane, man. That's what I find a lot of times in life now is everyone's like, this is my lane, and then they're like, now this is my lane. I'm taking fucking everything. And it's like, hold on here. Let's just stay in your lane, you know what I mean? And be respectful to people, and business 100%. Is difficult. So
it is difficult. It's at times cutthroat.
it is super cutthroat, and that's like, it took me a long time to I come from a very entrepreneurial family. I grew up in a construction business. My parents both built houses and did a lot of construction. And then my brother runs his own, he's a lawyer, and my other brother is in the States. He runs a big business there. So
very successful
family.
Yeah, we're a entrepreneurial family.
That's right.
It took me a long time because I'm the youngest to learn okay, again, what I said, stop being a pussy. Take the emotion out of business and just focus on the business, and it's not personal, it's strictly business. And 100%. Once you realize that, it's not smooth sailing. It's a little bumpy. But
a
little
bumpy
to it, right? Yeah.
So starting Fight League Atlantic, seeing it, you started in kind of a small town like Elmsdale.
Yeah.
What were some of the struggles you went through, kind of starting that brand? And I'm sure at first people kind of didn't take it serious, or a lot of fighters didn't want to go on because they maybe didn't see the image like you.
Yep. That's a great question, man. And we're still having struggles today. Like again, I go back to our first event, FLA 1, February, whatever it was, 2020 pandemic.
Yeah.
And again, our business is all regulated by the government. So, like, you think of our business as like a liquor inspector, right? So all the fights. Well, and that's the thing. So ours, they're regulators of the sport. So they're the judges, the officials. That's when people don't, like, when they watch the UFC and there's a bad call, they're like, oh, UFC. It's like, man, the UFC has nothing to do with the officials, the timekeepers, the judges, any of that. They're all government officials who are appointed. And they're there in case something happens. It's regulated and it's safety. Yeah. So in the early stages, when I switched from jiu-jitsu to MMA, like, we had no idea what we were doing. Like you're talking, these athletes are going, they have EKG, optometrists, they have like 10 different types of blood work. They have to have a full physical.
I think of the liability stuff too.
Like, oh man, a chest X-ray. Like, they have to have, and it's all signed off by a doctor, and then the commission has a doctor that signs off on that. So it's very regulated. And when we first started, again, like, there was other people in the space that maybe didn't want us to kind of get into the space, like you were saying earlier, right? So it's like, sometimes that happens where you're younger and you're coming in, you're like, ooh, I have some ideas, and people are like, whoa,
calm down.
Like, it's like lane, right? Again, that lane thing. But it's like, if there's a space in the lane and there's no cars on the road, you can go. But if there's a bunch of them, then maybe it's kind of or figure a way to get by. But like, not just like crash all the cars over the road, right? So
definitely,
like, for us, it took a little while because we were younger and we never did it before, but we had a lot of experience. John was really good in his business side of it, and I was really good in the production side when we came in and together. And like, it's like, in the beginning there was fighters who didn't want to fight for us because they might want to fight for this other promotion that may or may not be putting events on. So once we proved, like, the consistency of it, that, like, we don't cancel events, man. Like, and
then you're super passionate about it.
And we're going to treat you well. Like, that's the thing in fighting. I always say, it's like, especially fighters coming from away, like, you see athletes coming from all over the world. And when they come here, and the athletes here, it's important that they're treated properly, because if they don't feel that they're treated properly, they want to fight somewhere else. So there's a lot of that massaging goes on. There's a lot of, like, not like physical, but like what I mean? Like, well, there is probably too. But there's a lot that goes on behind the scenes to keep, like, fighters are very, it's an independent sport, man. So you're in a team, but you're in there on your own. And you have to be really selfish, because if you don't be selfish, you're not going to get the opportunities, and you're not going to, grow in the sport. So it's an interesting sport. There was a lot of pushback in the early days, like from all sides of things, man. Like venues, like people who, like, because our business is all vendor related. So like, our lighting team, our sound team, our video production team, our commission, our vendors who provide hotels, or vendors who provide seating, like, everything is coming from somewhere else. So it's all vendor dependent. So that took a long time to get better at. But now, man, it's now I shouldn't say we're cruising down the highway. There's random cars there, but we're doing we're doing good, man. We're doing a
solid team now.
Yeah, we do. We have an incredible team.
And I imagine starting out, just like anything, like with us too, like, starting out, we went through a lot of bumps in the road, like with people that try to get in, and they only want to get in because they see the image as taking advantage of it and taking from it. Right? You probably dealt with that.
I call them takers.
Takers.
That's the only reason I'm here, is just take advantage of it.
Just take advantage of me, just steal it. One day he just could be like, all right, I own it.
Well,
you got that contract ready?
No, it's true. There's a lot of that, man. Like, there's a lot, like, because they don't see, like, even behind the scenes, like the editing, the purchases, the cameras, the microphones, like, there's investment that goes into that, reaching out to social media, the editing, the clips. There's so much.
It's the same shit you just said about, like, they got to go get the physicals and the X-rays and all that shit. It's like, me and Ryan didn't know that was a fucking thing.
Oh man, it's a thing. And you know what? Honestly, I find in life too, a lot of people are like, well, they don't really care what I do, and it's like, And I went through that a little while. It's like, man, why should they?
Yeah.
I don't care what you're doing, how you got there,
That's
like
right.
how you made that. I just want to watch it.
That's
So
exactly
it's like
right.
some behind the scenes is cool, but like some people, like it's like, I want them to, and it's like, man, just grind until they recognize you. That's the
100%.
name of the game in this planet. Like no one's
100%.
here
No one's
to
coming to
baby
save you.
No, man, they're not. Like, and it's getting worse every day.
It is.
You got to be tough. You got to be, and it's. I hate to say it, it's a dog-eat-dog world, man.
Yeah.
It
It is.
just really is.
Yeah.
Not to sound negative about it, but it's like in this
You got to carry the
in
boats.
this realm, you have to, especially
People
in
need to
business.
hear that though.
You do, man. You
100%.
can't be a taker. You got to be a giver. You should always leave this planet with more than you take.
But
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah, 100%, man.
No,
Believe yourself enough.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
saying I like is from Conor McGregor. It's no one cares, work harder.
it's true, man. It's very true.
No
Yeah.
one cares, work
No
harder.
one cares,
And I
work
mean,
harder.
some people be like, "Oh yeah, that's so depressing." It's like I don't find it that depressing. I find it motivational.
Well, and we're like, again, you know, I don't want to get too crazy political or anything, but it's like, yeah, there's a lot of like people who. There's a lot of complaining going on, man.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like if go outside, breathe some fresh air, take this,
Come on down to
throw it in the
Elmsdale.
garbage,
Yeah.
get off your phone, you know,
Get some fresh air.
get some fresh air,
some
you know,
fresh
get
air.
out to a jiu-jitsu class, whatever, man.
Yeah.
Go do
100%.
karaoke, go help
Yeah.
Brian wash windows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do
Man,
it.
You say what you want, but on a beautiful summer day, that's probably a beautiful friggin' job, man.
Great
Oh,
way to
it's
make
amazing.
Like
money.
a great way to
Oh
make
my
it. So
god,
it's
when
like,
you're pressure washing in that fucking heat, just come back at you, just
Yeah.
cooling you off. Oh my
yeah,
god.
yeah. Anybody who's looking for window washing, call Ryan.
All
The
right.
guy.
He's your guy. Wash Wizards.
Wash Wizards.
Wash Wizards. Pretty cool name, eh?
It is a great yeah. You need to
Sketchy.
get one of those drones that go up. You see those?
Yeah, they're crazy.
they're slick.
They do apartment buildings like 6, 7 stories, like 20 stories high. Like, you know what I
That's
mean? Like,
impressive.
and what they got, right, is I've got systems that purify the water so I can clean windows just by brushing them and then rinsing them, right?
No streaks.
This with no streaks, right?
okay.
So that's my system. But these robots have like the systems attached to them, like hoses attached to them, so they can go up 100 feet.
Yeah, and how
And
does the
still
water
do it.
get blown up? Like,
They have little pencil jets on the robots. It's-
There's probably
and-
a water tank on
And
it.
there's a water tank on them with a hose attached
Wow.
to them. So there's a little tiny hose that's light
but how do they
enough so it-
pressurize the water to get up that high?
It doesn't even have to be pressurized. This thing,
That's
as
the
long
thing
as
with the
it's
chemicals, right?
there's no
okay,
chemicals. It's just purified
Never
water.
mind, there's no chemicals.
So basically, what it
Learning
is
lots.
there's 3 or 4 pencil jets that'll be on the drone. There'd be a hose that's connected to the back of it with a purifying tank, and then that hose might be connected to a big drum of water or something, right? Out of like a trailer or a truck.
Yeah.
And it only needs to basically get the whole window wet and rinse away any like construction dust or anything. And then if you rinse it enough with that purified water, you're looking at like a brand new window.
Wow.
Yeah.
So the purified's the key. Interesting.
Yeah.
Man, I learned a lot here today.
Holy shit!
Wash Wizards.
Well, that's why
Not
I say
only do we
deal
wash
with
windows,
magic,
but
man.
we have an encyclopedia.
Yeah.
Now.
It's an instructional.
It is.
Don't be giving out too much info.
I know I
Go
can't
ahead.
be giving out too much. I've already gave out enough, honestly,
Yeah.
with the door-to-door
100%.
information.
Yeah,
Like
that's right.
competition's
It's a dog eat
watching.
dog world, Ryan.
Hey,
Fuck.
hey, competition's just there, like yeah.
You'll have wiping wizards coming up.
Yeah. They'll be like, wait, what'd you say, Ryan?
That's
Okay.
a different
Yeah,
business,
yeah, yeah.
actually.
Yeah,
Like-
definitely. I would say that's a different market. Man.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah,
But
it's
it is
all good.
nice in the summer. Like, I find the winter's so depressing, so it's nice that we get this podcast every 2 weeks because the seasonal depression's real,
Oh
man.
boy, it's rough. It was a long
Yeah.
winter.
You know what he
Yeah.
does in the winter? He does those Govee lights on the houses.
Yeah, you know those
Those, like,
permanent Christmas lights?
The ones
Oh,
that
yes,
people
yeah.
can
Yeah,
change
we
the
put
colors
them
and
up.
shit. He puts those up.
Your company?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So you must be competing with
Everybody.
what's
No, there's a Perma. No, not Perma.
Perpetual.
Perpetual.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's one of our. That's one of our competitors.
Yeah. You
Yeah,
used to
big time.
sponsor us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Pretty good
we did
follow.
about 40 houses just in the holidays.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they
no,
keep them up all
all
year
year round. We got them on the house actually. For Christmas, we surprised our parents with putting them on the house.
They're like the
Your
a
parents.
strip, right?
We're not brothers.
Yeah.
They're like the podcast brothers.
Yeah.
They're like a strip, eh?
They're so what they are? They're little puck lights,
Okay.
and they've got wire in between them, right? So a
Fuck
lot of
did we
people.
get here?
So basically, what
You
Perpetual
brought it up.
does.
Yeah, it's
Actually.
true.
I love talking about this. I love it. But anyway, the Perpetual services, I know exactly what they do. They put tracks over the lights,
Yeah.
and then only light shows. right? The
Yes.
little cutouts.
Yes, yes,
And the
yes.
little track systems. So they kind of look like the vinyl on the houses,
Correct.
right?
Yeah. Exactly.
But what we do is we just screw in each and every light with our mounts, right? So they're
Definitely.
still permanent because they're screwed in. Each and every light's screwed in, and all the wires are tucked. We just don't do the extra step to cut our own sections and do it the track system.
Makes sense.
But we still do everything else. It's just the track system
Get
itself.
your Govee lights now.
Oh man, you wouldn't
Wash
believe
wizards.
the process of cutting, like, measuring out the soffits of a whole house
Oh.
and cutting out the pieces.
Yeah, man.
I don't know if we're ready.
Yeah, I
for
usually
that.
don't work with. I usually don't work with them in the winter. You
No.
know? I got my own gig going.
Yeah,
on.
that's.
It keeps me busy though.
Well, that's good, man. That's at the end of the, especially I will say being your own boss it's hard, but it's incredible too. So
Oh, it's got its
good,
Yeah.
good on you.
I'm
Big
not my own boss, so.
But
I
same
wouldn't
with-
know.
Yet.
Same
Yeah,
with you guys
exactly.
though. You gotta have a solid team.
Oh man, our team is
Stand out.
that's unbelievable. Like we have a big team. Like our events on event night, you're looking at close to 100 staff.
Right.
When it all is between the commission and everybody there. So it's there's a
you
lot
don't
of moving
realize
parts.
that, do you?
No, you
Yeah.
don't. And that's the thing is for us too is we run 2 shows at the same time, right? So it's like we have our show in house for the 2,000 people or whatever show up, but then we have our pay-per-view that runs at the same time simultaneously. That's why like if you ever go to a UFC event, it's different. Like
Shit,
people go
I never
there.
thought about that.
Yeah, so it's very quiet when you go to a UFC event. Like there's 30 minutes, kind of like every fight's not. It depends on TV, right? But it's like sometimes there can be like 15 minutes in between a fight, and there's like videos playing, like John Anik's on, by the cage doing his thing, but that's on TV. But if you're in the house, you're kind of not hearing or seeing anything because
going
it's
on.
broadcast. It's TV first, whereas our show is like a hybrid. So we try to run it for TV, but also for in-house. So like it's one
Yeah.
stream connected, so everybody sees the same thing.
You guys
kind of thing.
always got something on the go, always playing or something in between those breaks. And
Yeah,
so a
it's-
lot of pieces putting together.
There
man.
is, yeah. We like shout out to Danny, our technical director. He's an incredible guy. He's one of my best buddies I grew up with, and we just our whole team, from our seating team to our commission, our athletes, our sponsors, our teams, coaches, venues, paramedics, doctors, everybody.
Oh
included.
yeah,
It's-
another thing I didn't fucking think about.
Yeah,
It's probably an important thing to
they're
have,
a
you
very
know.
important thing.
On
Yeah,
deck.
yeah, they're a very important thing. Like
Yeah.
super important actually.
Yeah,
So.
you would think.
The list
yeah.
goes on and on. It
Oh,
just
yeah.
really, it's again like I always say too, our events. It's like it's not like we're the Thunderbirds where we have a venue that's for like 20 games or the
Not gonna lie, I
Mooseheads.
think I'd rather watch a fight than the
Well,
lacrosse.
but
you
the,
know?
but the thing is, like our venue has to be set up
Yeah.
for our event. Like that's like hockey. It's 82 games. It's the same thing.
Yeah,
But
that's
every UFC event is a new event. Everything has to be brought in,
Yeah.
put up, and taken down within 24 hours. So it's like that's why I
Holy
think
That's
shit.
a rush process.
Yeah, it's a little more
Yeah.
expensive.
A lot of
that kind
planning.
thing. Yeah,
because,
there's
like
a lot
for
of
the
planning.
Picto event coming up, like how long did that take to prep that and prepare that?
So we're just in the middle of it now. So how our event works, so like 2 weeks before the event, we'll have to have everything finalized. At 30 days, we'll have a meeting with the commission. So we have to have everything paid out. Like everything kind of has to be in a trust, or like they call it an escrow, I guess.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
so basically all you have to have all that. My wife texted me, so throwing me up. So you have to have all that, but then 2 weeks out, all your medicals have to be done and finalized. Athletes have to be ready, and then obviously, like I said, like
2
logistics.
weeks out, you say? Okay.
2 weeks out, they have to be completely done. All their medicals completely finalized and ready to go. And the reason that is because if I have a fight that basically falls through, I have 2 weeks to kind of maybe fix it, kind
Fix
of thing.
it,
So if the athlete, for example, say you guys are fighting one another on Thursday,
Ryan can't fight.
he can't. He didn't get his blood work done, and you did all that work, and you cut all the weight. Don't forget about the weight cut too.
Yeah.
Like that's the most grueling part of it. Is that
couldn't do
whole week.
Oh,
So
yeah.
they're putting their body through hell, man, and the training and missing work, missing time from
And then
the
there's no
family,
fight.
and then there's no fight.
You'd want to fight him even more.
That's 100%. Like we've seen a lot of those cases, and that's like as a promoter. Like I don't call myself a promoter, man. You're just you're a event producer. That's what you are. So it's like
Yeah.
your job is to make the event happen, no matter what. Meet those deadlines, and that's a big part of our thing. Is like the fighters' medical is a huge part of it, man. The rest of it, like you have your flights and all that kind of stuff. Like say like this card coming up, we'll have 8 guys flying in from all over. So the logistics of that, like pickups all weekend, they have to be drove around back to the
forget them.
airport, their hotels, all that kind of foolishness. So
Give me your chauffeur.
Do you have like
do you have
Sure,
experience
man. Yeah,
chauffeur?
there you go.
like, you guys probably have a list of like let's say somebody drops out of a fight. It's like, okay, let's call this guy, see if he wants to go. Like,
Yeah, it's
but I mean that's got to be difficult because these guys aren't cut and getting ready for a fight. You know what I mean?
correct. Yeah. So you like again like it's a very like I say to my brother a lot because he's involved in hockey and with girls hockey quite a bit. And I say I'm like you're going to a tournament and I'm like so you have 32 teams in the tournament. They already know like they've been playing
What's
all
going
year.
on? Yeah.
In our business, it's like I gotta A, find a place to host the tournament. B, find the teams to play in the tournament, and C, then convince them to play one another.
Yeah.
Right? Because like in hockey or any other sport, it's like you're just playing. But in fighting, it's like, hey, I got this fight. Like, I don't. That's maybe not the best fight for me at this point in time in my career.
That's
so
right.
then you go, which is understand. It's not me fighting, so I don't care. Like I'm not the judge of it, man. They have to do what's best for their career too,
100%,
right? So,
yeah.
but yeah, it's interesting because fighting is hard, man. So there's
Can't
not a
just
lot
pick
of
somebody else.
and there's not a lot of people that are just willing to like
Get their
fight
ass
anybody.
kicked
Like
or
there was a
kick
guy,
ass.
our last card, for example, Alan Ruiz from Mexico City. I went through 126 guys to find Gino Poirier, who's a local kid from Saint outside
126
Moncton.
guys?
126 guys. We signed Gino to make his debut. Local kid, super talented. 126 guys we went through to before I finally found Alan in Mexico, who flew up on 4 days' notice and fought 2 weight classes up.
Wow.
Holy
So he was a 145 pounder. He flew up in 4 days' notice and fought 170 pounds. And his record was 9-6, and he fought a kid who was 1-0.
Wow.
So it's like a lot of those guys who have a lot of fights, they're like, I'm not fighting. It's like we were talking about earlier, like
point, yeah.
us giving, like, oh, say you have a big platform and then you're working. It's like,
Yeah, you being here.
fighters are like, I'm not doing that because I don't want to, lose to the guy who's won fight.
Yeah.
So there's a lot
that's
of like
a good point.
jockeying.
Imagine
behind
you
the
lose
scenes.
and you're like, oh
Yeah.
shit.
That's a
Exactly.
big risk for him.
It was, and he did lose.
Yeah.
He lost,
But,
right? But
he
he
probably
came,
got a lot of respect for that, though.
and a lot of money.
Yeah.
So it's like
Yeah.
it's like he came up, he fought a lot of respect, and he came up and he fought too, and now he's going to be probably fighting. He's fighting in April.
Yeah, that's
again
wicked.
with us. So it's
Yeah.
like you scratch our back, we'll scratch yours.
And now he's got that opportunity and that
Yeah.
outlet.
Yeah.
So a lot of people would back out of that because they like, oh, I'm gonna lose. People are gonna take me as a joke, or I don't have a chance.
Of
but
course.
a lot of people that have that right mindset, they'll see it as an opportunity.
Well, and you have to think too. Like, and shout out to
gotta be
Gino
smart
for
for
wanting
you.
to take that fight. Like, he's
Yeah.
1-0 fighting a guy with 15 fights. It's a shitty scenario for him too. But it's like it depends what you want in this game. It's like, do you want to be a fighter who just like, do you want to just fight because you love fighting and making some money, whatever, or do you want to go to the UFC?
Right.
So it's like if you're going to the UFC, like you see guys and girls who are going to be a little bit different with their career compared to someone who just wants to fight
money,
and make
yeah.
money and like go travel the world, because you can travel the world. And, like Alan, he came up here in November and then he was in Dubai
That's crazy.
in December and then he was somewhere else in January and now he's like going to be back here in April. So they travel the world and so
Holy shit.
What an experience, eh?
it really is. And if you, it's up to you. It's like we had a couple young guys here this weekend, went to Honduras, and it's awesome, man. Like put yourself out there and
Honduras.
travel the world and
Yeah, that's one thing I really have to lock down this year is actually traveling. Last year I told myself, oh, I'm going to travel. The year before, oh, I'm going to travel. Just keep pushing it off, pushing it off.
No, you got a
pushing it
business
off.
too. You got to grind that out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's
but,
like, what do you do?
It's going to get to a point, though,
You're
where
young.
it's like, I'm going to be 30, 35 and be like, oh, wow, I should have traveled.
What do you
Should've
mean? You can still
traveled.
travel 30, 35.
Yeah, I know, but you know what I mean?
you
Like,
make me sound old.
Yeah, I was just thinking that
I
as you
won't be
said. I
able
was
to
like,
walk.
don't fucking offend him. Jesus
you got
Christ.
your traveling in when you were our age.
Oh yeah, and I still like my wife and I have no kids, and we I got hit by a transfer truck when I was 11 years old, and my grandfather died, and it was not a good scene. So I live my life a little bit different, man. Like I don't live with regrets, and I'm like, if this is gonna happen, I'm gonna follow it.
You gotta do it.
Yeah, man. I don't like, I've quit jobs. I've walked right into my boss and put my feet on his desk and be like, my man, I quit.
Yeah.
Like
God, that's a good feeling.
Well, I've done it a few times, and now and maybe it wasn't the right decision. I'm not saying I'm proud of them, but it's like you have to follow your dreams and stand up for yourself and do what's right, man. And it's, some people are in different situations, but again,
Depends.
no kids, you know, I was able, you know, so it's everybody's a little bit different, but traveling, man, it's education, really. It's an incredible way to educate yourself.
100%.
Yeah, so many people are so different everywhere, and they do things in different ways, and you take so much back with you. I was a little bit of a singer when I was young, so I was traveling around for that, Las Vegas and a bunch of places around Canada for competitions and stuff.
Wow.
And but the people,
hear, man, he's got a good voice on him.
That's very cool.
Yeah, I still try to do it a little bit, but not as much as I used to. Anyways, long story short, I went to Las Vegas, did this competition, and got callbacks from people everywhere, and it was travel to go, you know, go meet these agents and go meet these record label companies and stuff like that. I was an idiot. I signed with one in Canada, and they just kind of screwed me over. And I didn't want to get a work visa to go to the States or anything like that. Yeah. It's expensive to fly, and a real agency will fly you out, but
they take the rights forever.
No, I still got them back, so I'm good. So I signed to a 3-song record deal. So after the 3 songs, that was it. I was on my own, and they had a choice to sign me back or not, and I didn't want to do that.
Yeah. Well, and again, you're only 21.
I was like 16
so
at the time.
Yeah, but man, 21 is like so young.
Oh yeah,
like you're like I think about it now. I'm 45, and like life. I say it a lot. Like life works on stages. Like I think of my 20 to 30s, and my 30s to 40s, and my 40s to 50s now. As I'm like, I'm literally a totally different person. Like in my 20s, if people are like, man, that guy is like, he's never gonna survive.
Yeah.
Like he's insane. Like I was working on cruise ships. I worked on cruise ships for 7 years, so I was literally drunk and partying my face off, like all over the world. Yeah. So you're doing great things, man. And if we can ever help you with that, like
100%.
It's like.
And then but anyway, moral of the story was, and I appreciate that a lot, and I love it. I love doing it. Moral of the story is, traveling around there helped me so much because I met so many people that see things in different perspectives.
Confidence too,
like,
right?
Oh man, unbelievable confidence it
Confidence
builds
will
when
take
people
you,
when you realize that people even outside of where you are like fuck with what you do.
Big time.
You know
like,
what I mean?
Man, I have no university education.
Me neither.
I have 1 year. I have a 1-year business diploma from the NSCC.
Nice.
Severe ADHD. I was depressed a lot in my 20s, man. I just never accepted an answer. I just kept pushing, man.
That's what you gotta do.
Yeah, man. Fuck everybody.
Yeah.
Period. Just keep going.
Literally.
And sometimes the whole classroom aspect's not for everyone, right?
No, man, and that's like you say, like travel, like you go to Las Vegas and you meet these people who are supportive of what you're doing.
Exactly.
Right? Like who are from another place. It's like people see it all the time. As soon as you find people who like you say, like what you young guys say, mess with what you're doing.
Yeah.
You know, like once you find people who really you jive with and get along with, who love that kind of shit, man, the world's your oyster, man. You can really do a ton of things. Like even this, man. What you guys are doing here, man. Like, you're putting yourselves out there, man. And that takes a credible amount of balls, because a lot of people are like, whatever. Right? I know you guys hear it, guaranteed here. I hear it all the time, too. So it's like, but someday, man, and it's already paying off, and someday it's connections, it's networking, and the confidence that it's going to build you, man. You guys are doing awesome, awesome things, man.
You know how hard it is to get into that cold plunge every day?
Oh, yeah, I bet. Yeah.
Oh, but I do it, and when I'm done, man, like, it's just so relieving, bro.
That.
Yeah, man, I have a hot tub and a cold plunge at home, and I've never got in one.
Never got one?
The hot tub's great, but the cold plunge, fuck that.
I love it.
My wife gets in it a bunch, but I never.
I like filming them, and then when I'm filming, I'll be like, Ryan, can you hurry up and fuck cold?
I love it, man. I'm in there, and everything from the day, all the stress just seeps right out.
Yeah.
And I'm just there with myself. Myself, and I. And I just sit in there for 2 minutes. I get out, and I just tell myself, I'm not going to die.
No,
hopefully.
No, and that's good. It's a good mindset to have, man, honestly.
No,
Speaking of which, I got to get you guys a new sponsor here. Just get rid of this.
What, this?
Yeah, man.
Yeah?
You guys got to get Spark Energy.
Spark Energy?
Yeah, it's one of our sponsors.
Shout out.
In Montreal, Spark Energy.
Spark Energy.
Yeah,
we'll try them out.
Oh yeah, man.
Ryan's just a caffeine addict. We're not sponsored by them at all.
Oh, okay, yeah. I'll make sure Danny hooks you up.
Perfect.
Perfect. They're really good guys out of Montreal.
That's awesome.
Energy.
And see, because we know you, now we got hookups. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's all networking, man.
Bro.
It's all networking.
It's another thing that people like about us and our podcast. We're really raw and real, and we don't like to cut a lot of shit. Like we have our opinions, and they kind of go as our opinions.
Course,
if you don't fuck with that, then that's not our
we like
problem.
to think of it as unfiltered. Like, we'll let you talk about whatever. We're not going to censor you. We're not going to cut parts out because we think, what this person's going to think about this. This person's going to think about this. We had Jon Snow on, and he was unfiltered as anything.
Yeah.
I mean, there was some things where I was like, but then I was like, Riley, Like, we have to post it.
Yeah,
Like,
we
this
gotta.
is our brand.
That's our
Like,
thing,
We have
man.
to.
Yeah, man, and everybody's entitled to free speech, man.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
You have the ability to go like this,
Yeah.
turn it off or switch if you don't
Exactly.
like it.
And I
right?
feel
So-
like the way we're going, at least recently, is people are trying to take that right away from us. People try to take that right
No,
away
people
from
try
us.
to cancel you, but
No, but like you should be able to speak about whatever you like. We're free.
Yeah.
It's a free country,
Of
right?
course, and it depends. Like, you know, again, that
Don't be
goes
an
back to like
asshole.
sponsors and stuff like that. Some people like that's where like you've
That's when
heard
it gets
Dana say,
iffy.
well, but that's like again, man, like we don't like. I refuse to sign a sponsorship deal with anybody who's like, here's a 20-page piece of paper, you need to look at and sign it. And I'm like,
Yeah.
sorry, man,
No,
keep your
that's
money.
cool. Yeah.
Like I'm not. You're not
Yeah.
going to tell us how to run our business. So
No,
it's like,
right.
and
God,
you
no.
hear Dana say the same thing all the time, man.
Big
You
time.
have to be. You have to be confident and like you're not going to come and tell me. You're not going to try to cancel
That's-
me
yeah.
because of
No.
my platform.
that's not working with someone. That's working for someone.
Yeah, and some
Yeah,
lots of
exactly.
people do that kind of stuff.
They
and
do.
It's like you just.
I think of it as selling your soul. That's what I'm always
Yeah.
belief of. Selling your soul.
Yeah, I sell fights, man.
Yeah, you
Literally,
sell fights.
I put
people
fights
sell
on in
souls.
they're in their underwear in a cage with
Yeah.
people drinking beer around it.
Yeah.
Like, do you know how many people were like, man,
Sounds
what?
fucking
Like,
great.
yeah, but it's like from the majority when you're trying to look for sponsors or you're trying to look for
What the fuck is
you know,
that?
yeah, you're getting articles from people and they're like, man, I'm not covering that because the greater. Like that's why social media is so powerful now because like traditional media is not covering
No.
anything that it's covering
So
like
true, man.
predetermined narrative that they want to
Yeah.
push,
Exactly.
right?
Yeah.
So it's like to
Well,
get
that's
in
like
there
the
is
news,
hard.
man. The news. A lot of people
That's
are
what he's talking
thinking.
about, kind of thing.
Of course,
A lot of people believe the news is all fake now.
you got to
especially in
start
the
your own
States.
news channel, boys.
Yeah, we should.
There you go.
Nova Scotia Talents.
Nova Scotia
NFT news.
Nova Scotia News.
Breaking.
Nova Scotia News. Yeah.
You can
Breaking
do
news.
the weather. You can get one of your buddies to do
Local
the weather.
company Wash Wizards on the
Yeah.
cusp.
Oh man, weather brought to you by Wash Wizards.
That's right.
Like you could have him in the back with the rain. With the
Yeah.
rain. Oh man,
Fuck yeah.
this is genius.
It's real.
No, we always have. a few
Write this
funny
shit down,
ideas.
Ryan.
So
Fuck.
company, you can.
It's all in the mind, bro. It's
Love
all
it.
in the mind.
So, man, thanks so much for coming on. Like, thanks for being here.
course,
This is huge for us. You got a big event coming up, which is going to be super exciting. Hopefully, me and Ryan can be there. And,
Pictou, Nova Scotia. See us there. See us there. Or I messed that up. That's the first mess up of the episode.
better.
Oh my god.
I like when he messes up. It's better when I'm editing.
Yeah,
shit.
man, the Shire town. I'm excited. It's my hometown to do 2 little events there a year in the rink that I grew up playing hockey in and
Wow.
stuff. And my uncle is the manager.
Close to home too.
Super close to home.
Yeah.
My little lobster jiu-jitsu programs there too.
Wicked.
I love it. Yeah, it's a great little venue. It's a small little barn, so you're super close to the action. You're almost like right on top of the cage, and
Yeah.
Awesome.
it's awesome. Yeah, so
Yeah,
thank you
so
for the
make sure you
platform.
guys check it out and
Check it out.
all Fight League Atlantic shit, and obviously check out our shit because why the fuck not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we'll see you in Pictou.
We'll see ya in Pictou. Let's get it, boys.
Hey, woo!
All right, man. Appreciate you.
Appreciate it very much. Yeah.
Well, how you like me now?